hey, I like this. He's telling me don't believe him. Well, I'm not going to believe him anyway. But he's going to tell me why they changed the Sabbath, and I can't wait for him to get started. So as he's going, I didn't open the Bible. I didn't have time for that because I couldn't find the stuff fast enough. But I was making very close, careful notes of everything he said and listened to what he said. And about 3/4 of the way through that thing, it starts to dawn on me what he's saying of who changed what and how and why. And I thought, whoa, now wait a minute. Well, but it's okay. We'll figure this out. Football games are coming real quick here. And then all of a sudden, it dawned on me what he had just said. And if breathing hadn't been an involuntary action, I would have died right there. Because Don and another, Ken Zog, come up to me, and everybody had left. And I couldn't even move. I was just stunned. And Don come up and said, what did you think about that? I couldn't even talk. My mouth nothing would work. Finally, I gathered my thoughts together and thought, oh, well, yeah, well, okay, and I went home. And then I started studying even harder to prove them wrong. And you know how you get studying and you get off on a rabbit trail. I was reading about I was reading about Moses and reading about Noah and reading about the ark. 2 by 2, yeah, 2 by 2, we know that, 7, what? Go back up there, read it again. 7, what? 7? You mean there was 7 critters? Sometimes there was 7 critters got on the ark? I would have, before that, I would have bet you anything I would ever make times 10,000 that there was only 2 critters got on the ark. So this little still voice that I'd had all my life that had warned me about things, I called it a monkey on my back. I never ever told anybody about it because I'm sure they would have thought I was a little... But the little still voice said, you know, if you're wrong, that wrong about how many critters got on the ark, is there a possibility, is there a slim possibility, well, we know they're peanut eaters and that's probably not going to change, but is there a slim possibility that maybe they're going to church on the right day? And then I started studying to prove that maybe they were right. I went through everything I could find in the Bible. I did like Don said. I got the concordance. I listed and went down through everything. I went through Daniel and Revelation and listened to all that and put that all down. Got it all in order. I went to the library. I studied and read everything about history, ancient history. I wrote all that down and put it all in chronological order separately. Then I took the 2 and I pushed them together. And everything matched up. And so I was still struggling to make the decision. And they were having meetings and I had to go. By the way, that Wednesday I got laid off. We got laid off, going to be laid off for a week. Thursday night I went and found out why they changed the Sabbath. And when I got home, I got a phone call and says, we're not going to be shut down. We're going to come, we need you to come back to work on Friday. And we worked Friday, Saturday, so we worked all the time. And I only had that one night off. And so I was listening, they were feeding me these tapes. Like he's saying, I had the cassettes and I had this player. And those of you that are musicians, you probably have got a particular chord that you like. I mean, you like it. Or playing the piano, that when you play it, it's just does things, you like it. I was listening to this tape, and he said, he was talking about John 10:10. He said, da 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 da, more abundant life. And I heard that, more abundant life. And I was driving an hour and a half, 2 hours from where I lived up to work all night, come back. And that said that God came here not to crush and mangle me and make me into a mess, but he wants me to be happy. He wants to give me a more abundant life. And I heard more abundant life. And it just, I stopped the tape deck and I ran it back. And I played it again, more abundant life, back and forth, all the way up, all the way back. I don't know what else, the tape, I didn't care about that. I had to hear more abundant life. It was like a pure tone of the piano or a bell or something. And if you could look at that tape today, it says long, more abundant life. It's got to be worn down real thin because I played it hundreds of times. And to this day, the more abundant life, that's what I wanted. That's what I didn't have in my life. I never told anybody about. Nobody in any of the Adventist world knows about what I did and what my life was like. It wasn't horrendously bad. It just wasn't really, really, really good. And I decided I wanted that more abundant life.